Look around you. Everywhere you go, you see people who are exhausted, distracted, and powerless. People who have lost their fire, their confidence, their ability to stand strong in the face of life. They move through their days tired, anxious, waiting for something to change, but nothing ever does. And there's a reason for that. A reason why so many people feel stuck, empty, and weak. A reason why society is filled with individuals who have no purpose, no energy, no control over their own lives. Because that's exactly how they want you to be. They want you weak. They want you too tired to fight back, too distracted to think, too comfortable to change. They want you obedient, dependent, living in fear of stepping outside the lines they have drawn for you. And the most dangerous part, most people don't even realize it's happening. Tonight, we expose the silent war on your mind, your body, and your soul. We uncover the systems designed to keep you weak, the lies they've told you about your own power, and most importantly, how to break free. Because weakness is not your natural state, you were born with strength. It has only been taken from you, and now it's time to take it back. From the moment you are born, the process of weakening begins. They teach you to obey, to follow, to never question. They fill your mind with distractions, your body with poisons, your emotions with fear. And before you even have a chance to fight back, they have already won. But who are they? Who is responsible for keeping you weak? It's not one person. It's not one organization. It's a system. A carefully designed structure built to keep power in the hands of the few, while the rest of the world remains controlled. And this system has three primary weapons: fear, distraction, and dependency. These are the chains that hold you down. These are the tools that strip you of your strength. Let's break them down. The first weapon is fear. They have conditioned you to be afraid. Afraid of failure, afraid of rejection, afraid of standing out. Afraid of speaking your mind, afraid of breaking the rules, afraid of taking risks. They use fear to keep you small, to keep you doubting yourself, to make sure you never realize the power you actually have. Fear is the ultimate tool of control, because a person who is afraid will never fight back. A person who is afraid will stay inside the cage, even when the door is open. But here's the truth: fear is an illusion. It only has power over you if you let it. The moment you stop fearing their judgment, their opinions, their punishments, you become free. And that is what they fear the most. The second weapon is distraction. They flood your mind with noise, constant entertainment, endless scrolling, meaningless drama. They keep you focused on things that don't matter, so you never stop to question the things that do. Every moment you spend chasing distractions is a moment you are not building yourself, strengthening yourself, reclaiming your power. They don't want you to read books that challenge the system. They don't want you to spend time alone in deep thought. They don't want you to turn off the screens and focus on your own mind. Because if you did, you might wake up. You might start to see through the lies. You might start to realize how much of your energy has been wasted on things that do nothing for you. And worst of all, you might stop playing their game. This is why discipline is so rare. Because discipline is the ability to resist distractions, and a man who controls his attention is a man who cannot be controlled. The third weapon is dependency. They want you to rely on them for everything. Your food, your health, your information, your beliefs. They make sure you never develop real strength, real independence, real resilience. Because a weak person will always need someone else to save them. Think about it. They have made you dependent on a system that does not care about you. They have taken away your ability to survive on your own. They have convinced you that without them, you are nothing. And that is the greatest lie of all. Because the truth is, you are stronger than you have been led to believe. You do not need them. You do not need their approval, their validation, their permission to take control of your own life. Everything you need to be powerful is already inside you. It has only been buried under years of conditioning. And the first step to reclaiming your power is to see the illusion for what it is. So what do you do? How do you break free? How do you reclaim the strength that has been taken from you? The answer is simple. You must become ungovernable, not in the sense of breaking laws or defying authority, but in the sense of becoming so strong, so independent, so self-sufficient that nothing outside of you has power over you. They want you weak, so you must become strong. They want you distracted, so you must become focused. They want you dependent, so you must become self-reliant. Because a man who is truly strong, truly free, truly untouchable is a man they cannot control. Because physical chains can be broken, but the most dangerous prison is the one built inside your mind. Your mind is not your own, not yet. From the moment you were born, they have been programming you. They have shaped your thoughts, your beliefs, your fears. They have told you what is true and what is false, what is possible and what is impossible. And without realizing it, you accepted it all. But what if everything you believe about yourself, about the world, about life itself, was designed to keep you weak? Because the greatest weapon they have is not force. It is not laws or threats or violence. It is the ability to control your mind without you even realizing it. And that is exactly what they have done. Tonight, we expose the mind prison. We uncover how your thoughts have been shaped by forces you do not see. We reveal the ways in which education, media, and social conditioning have trained you to stay small. And most importantly, we show you how to break free. Because the strongest chains are the ones you do not know exist. And once you see them, they can never hold you again. Imagine a prisoner who has been locked away for years. The walls around him are high, the doors are locked, and escape seems impossible. But one day, he discovers something terrifying. The door has been open the entire time. He was never truly trapped. He was only made to believe he was. This is how the mind prison works. They do not need to control you physically. If they control your thoughts, they control your actions. If they shape your beliefs, they shape your reality. And if they can convince you that you are weak, that you are powerless, that you can never break free, then you will never even try. But once you see the prison for what it is, once you realize that the bars around you are nothing more than illusions, you will never be controlled again. The first layer of the mind prison is education. They tell you that school is about learning, about gaining knowledge, about preparing for the real world. But what if that was just another lie? What if school was never designed to make you think, but to train you to obey? Think back to your time in school. Were you ever truly taught to question authority, to challenge the system, to think independently? Or were you rewarded for memorizing what they told you, for following instructions, for never stepping out of line? This is not education. This is conditioning. The purpose of school is not to make you wise. It is to make you compliant. It teaches you to wait for permission, to seek approval, to follow the path that has already been laid out for you. It rewards obedience, not intelligence. It punishes creativity, not ignorance. And by the time you leave, you have already been molded into the perfect citizen. One who does not question, one who does not resist, one who does not even realize they are in a cage, because the best slaves are the ones who believe they are free. The second layer of the mind prison is media. From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, they are feeding you information. They tell you what to care about, what to fear, what to believe. They flood your mind with distractions, with outrage, with endless streams of content designed to keep you consuming, never creating, never thinking, never questioning. And you believe it's your choice. You believe you are in control of what you watch, what you read, what you think about. But you are not. Because every time you turn on the news, every time you scroll through your phone, every time you listen to the voices telling you what is happening in the world, you are not being informed. You are being programmed. They decide what stories to show you. They decide what narratives to push. They make you afraid of the wrong things. They keep you divided, distracted, too busy fighting battles that do not matter, so you never stop to see who is pulling the strings. Because a mind that is constantly reacting is a mind that is never questioning, and that is exactly what they want. The third layer of the mind prison is social conditioning. From a young age, you are taught to fit in, to think like everyone else, to act like everyone else, to never step too far outside the lines. Because if you do, you will be labeled strange, difficult, rebellious, and nothing scares people more than being an outcast. This is why most people never break free. It is not that they do not see the truth, it is that they are afraid of what happens when they do. They are afraid of losing approval, afraid of standing alone, afraid of becoming someone that others do not understand. But here's the truth. Every person who has ever changed the world was first rejected by it. Every great thinker, every innovator, every revolutionary was once told that they were wrong, that they were crazy, that they should just follow the crowd. And yet they refused, because they understood something most people never will. True power does not come from acceptance, it comes from self-mastery. And the moment you stop needing approval, the moment you stop fearing what others think of you, the moment you choose your own path, no matter who stands against you, you become unstoppable. So how do you break free from the mind prison? How do you take back control of your thoughts, your beliefs, your reality? You do it by taking back control of your mind. Turn off the noise. Step away from the distractions. Spend time in silence, in solitude, in deep thought. Question everything you have been taught. Do not accept anything as truth until you have examined it yourself. And most importantly, take action, because knowledge without action is useless. Awareness without change is nothing. If you see the prison but do not walk out of it, then you are still a prisoner. But if you do, if you step into the unknown, if you embrace the discomfort of thinking for yourself, if you have the courage to walk away from the illusions that once controlled you, then you will experience something that most people never will. Freedom. In the next section, we uncover the war on your body, how they have weakened you not just mentally, but physically, how they have drained your energy, stolen your strength, and convinced you that weakness is normal. And most importantly, how to reclaim your physical power before it is too late, because the mind is only one battlefield, the body is the next. They don't just want you weak in mind, they want you weak in body. Look at the world around you. People are more exhausted than ever. Their energy is low, their bodies are frail, their health is failing. They struggle to wake up in the morning, to focus, to move, to push through the day without stimulants just to keep going. And they believe this is normal. They believe that being tired all the time, feeling slow, feeling weak, is just part of life. But it's not. It was done to you, because a weak body leads to a weak mind. A body with no energy cannot fight back. A body that is sick, slow, and dependent will never have the strength to break free, and that is exactly what they want. Tonight, we expose the war on your body. The chemicals, the poisons, the lifestyle habits they have pushed on you to keep you physically weak. And most importantly, we reveal how to reclaim your strength, your energy, and your power before it's too late. Because your body is not supposed to feel this way, you are meant to be strong, you are meant to be powerful. They have filled your plate with poison. Every day you consume things that drain you, that slow you down, that strip away your energy and leave you weaker than before. Look at the foods they promote, the fast food, the processed snacks, the endless sugar, the chemicals with names you can't even pronounce. They tell you it's safe, they tell you it's normal, but the truth is, it was designed to destroy you. The food you eat is not just fuel, it is information. It tells your body how to function, how to heal, how to grow. And when you fill it with artificial garbage, it does not just make you fat, it makes you weak. They want you addicted. They want you constantly craving, constantly consuming, never in control of what you put into your own body. Because a man who cannot control his appetite cannot control anything. But there is a way out, a way to break free from the cycle of addiction, from the chemicals, from the slow poisoning of your body. It starts with awareness, with knowing what you are putting into yourself, with rejecting the processed garbage they push on you and choosing strength instead. Because every bite you take is either making you stronger or making you weaker, and the choice is yours. The second attack on your body is through movement, or rather, the lack of it. They have engineered a world where movement is no longer necessary. You sit for hours, staring at screens. You take elevators instead of stairs. You drive everywhere instead of walking. Your muscles, once built for survival, for hunting, for fighting, for endurance, are now withering away. And they tell you this is normal. That exercise is just something you do for aesthetics, something optional, something you can skip as long as you take their pills, their supplements, their medical treatments. But here's the truth. Your body was designed to move. And when it stops moving, it starts dying. Every day that you stay still, you are getting weaker. Your muscles shrink, your bones weaken, your blood flow slows, your energy disappears. You become a prisoner in your own body, tired, aching, unable to push yourself beyond comfort. And that is exactly how they want you, because a weak body creates a weak will. A body that is exhausted, in pain, and untrained will never have the power to resist, to fight, to rise above. But you can take it back. You can reclaim what was stolen from you. And it starts by doing the one thing they fear the most, moving again. Lifting, running, climbing, stretching, pushing yourself beyond comfort. Feeling the burn, the resistance, the effort that forces your body to become strong again. Because strength is not just about appearance. It is about resilience. It is about discipline. It is about knowing that when the time comes, you will not be too weak to stand. The third attack on your body is through hormonal destruction. They have stripped men of their testosterone, drained them of their power, turned them into passive, weak, easily controlled shadows of what they once were. They have convinced women that true health is in numbing their natural cycles, in disconnecting from their instincts, in rejecting what makes them powerful. And they have done it with chemicals, with pesticides in your food, with plastics in your water, with artificial hormones in everything you consume. Slowly, over time, they have lowered your energy, your drive, your ambition. They have made you easier to manipulate, easier to pacify, easier to control. Because a society filled with low testosterone, high anxiety, physically weak individuals will never rise up. It will never resist. It will never fight back. But the good news is your body is built to recover. It can heal. It can rebuild. It can regain its natural strength if you give it what it needs: real food, real movement, real sleep, real discipline. Because the greatest secret they never wanted you to know is this: you were never meant to be weak. So how do you take it back? How do you reclaim your physical strength, your energy, your power? You do it by rejecting weakness in every form. Reject the processed foods, the chemicals, the addictions that drain you. Choose real, whole, powerful nutrition. Reject the sedentary lifestyle, the screens, the laziness that keeps you weak. And once you do, you will feel a strength that most people will never know. In the next section, we uncover the final weapon they use against you, your emotions. We expose how they manipulate your feelings, how they keep you afraid, how they trap you in cycles of validation and fear. And most importantly, how to take full control of your mind, your emotions, and your destiny. Because once you master your emotions, once you stop being controlled by fear and weakness, you become truly unstoppable. They have taken your mind, they have taken your body, but their greatest weapon is your emotions. Because if they can control how you feel, they can control everything you do. They use fear to keep you in line. They use guilt to make you submit. They use validation to keep you addicted to their approval. And every time you react, every time you give in to anger, to sadness, to the need for acceptance, you are playing right into their hands. But what if you could break free? What if you could become immune to their manipulation? What if you could take full control over your emotions mastering them so completely that nothing, not fear, not rejection, not even pain itself, could shake you. Because that is what they fear the most. A man who is in control of his emotions is a man they cannot control at all. Tonight, we expose the emotional trap. We uncover how they keep you in cycles of fear, self-doubt, and dependence. And more importantly, we reveal how to break free, reclaim your emotional power, and become unshakable. Because once you master your emotions, nothing outside of you can ever control you again. The first weapon they use against you is fear. Fear is the most powerful tool of control. When you are afraid, you do not think, you react. You become paralyzed. You wait for someone to save you instead of saving yourself. And this is exactly what they want. They have conditioned you to be afraid of everything, afraid of failure, afraid of rejection, afraid of being alone, afraid of standing out, afraid of taking risks. Because a man who is afraid is a man who never moves forward. Look at the world today. Fear is everywhere. They feed it to you through the news, through social media, through every institution that tells you what to think. They make you afraid of things that do not matter, so you never pay attention to the things that do. And the most dangerous fear of all, the fear of what others think. This is the chain that keeps you small. The belief that you must fit in, that you must be liked, that you must never say or do anything that others disapprove of. Because as long as you seek acceptance, as long as you need validation, you are not free. But here's the truth. Fear is a choice, and the moment you stop choosing it, it stops existing. The moment you stop caring about their opinions, their judgment, their expectations, you become untouchable, because fear only controls those who listen to it. The second weapon they use against you is emotional dependence. They have trained you to seek happiness from the outside, to believe that you need other people to make you feel complete, that your worth is determined by how others see you, that you must be loved, accepted, validated, otherwise you are nothing. And this is how they control you. They make you crave approval. They make you chase external validation. They make you believe that your happiness depends on their acceptance. And the moment you believe that, they own you, because now you are afraid to be alone, afraid to walk your own path, afraid to stand against the crowd, even when you know they are wrong. Because if you do, they will take away the one thing you have been conditioned to need, their approval. This is why most people never break free. They are too afraid of being different, too afraid of losing relationships, too afraid of standing alone. But here's the truth. You do not need anyone's approval. Your worth is not determined by others. Your strength does not come from their validation. Your happiness is not something they can give you. It is something you build within yourself. And the moment you realize this, the moment you stop needing anything from anyone, you become unstoppable. The third weapon they use against you is self-doubt. They make you believe you are not enough, that you are weak, that you are broken, that no matter how hard you try, you will never be truly powerful. And you know where this belief comes from. From the moment you were born, they have told you that you are not good enough, that you must prove yourself, that you must earn your worth. And because they repeated it so many times, you started to believe it. But here's the truth. You were never weak. You were only told that you were. They planted doubt in your mind so you would never rise up, so you would always second-guess yourself, so you would never take action. But self-doubt is an illusion. It is a program that was installed in your mind, and anything that was installed can be removed. The moment you stop believing in their lies, the moment you stop doubting yourself, you take back your power. And once you take it back, no one can ever take it from you again. So how do you break free from the emotional trap? How do you take back control over your feelings, your reactions, your mind? You do it by mastering yourself. You stop looking outside for happiness, for approval, for validation. You stop reacting. You stop being controlled by fear. You stop being afraid of what others think. You train yourself to remain calm in any situation. to never let anything outside of you dictate how you feel, to stand firm in who you are, no matter what the world throws at you. And when you do that, you become something they can never control. You become a force of nature, unshaken, unbreakable, unstoppable, because the man who controls his emotions controls his destiny. In the next section, we reveal the final step, the full transformation, how to step out of weakness forever, how to live with absolute strength, discipline, and purpose, how to become the person you were always meant to be, because they have tried to keep you weak, they have tried to break you, but now it's time to rise. This is it, the final step. You have seen the truth. You have seen how they have controlled your mind, weakened your body, and manipulated your emotions. You have seen the system for what it is, a machine designed to keep you powerless. But now you stand at a crossroads. You can choose to ignore everything you have learned. You can go back to sleep, back to distraction, back to comfort. Or you can take the path of power, the path of transformation, the path of self-mastery. Because the truth is, no one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you your strength. No one is going to fix your life for you. The choice is yours. Stay weak or rise. Tonight, we complete the journey. We rebuild from the ground up. We create a new foundation of discipline, resilience, and unstoppable power. We erase the programming that has held you back and replace it with a mind, a body, and a spirit that cannot be broken. Because this is your birthright, this is who you were always meant to be, and now it is time to take it back. The first step to reclaiming your power is discipline. They have told you that motivation is the key to success, that you must feel inspired, that you must wait for the right moment, that change only happens when you are in the mood for it. This is a lie. Motivation is nothing. Discipline is everything, because the strong do not wait to feel ready. They do not wait for the perfect time. They act regardless of how they feel. They train when they are tired. They work when they are uninspired. They move forward when every part of them wants to stop. This is what separates the powerful from the weak. The weak give in to their emotions. The powerful master them. And if you want to reclaim your strength, you must make discipline your new religion. You do what needs to be done every day without excuse, because discipline is not a habit, it is an identity. The second step to reclaiming your power is self-reliance. They have made you dependent on their systems, their institutions, their approval. They have made you believe that you need them, but you do not. You never did. The moment you start relying on yourself, your mind, your body, your will, is the moment you become free. You take control of your health. You take control of your finances. You take control of your decisions. You remove every weakness, every dependency, every excuse. Because a man who is truly self-reliant is a man who answers to no one. And that is the greatest power of all. The third step to reclaiming your power is solitude. They have convinced you that you need constant noise, constant distraction, constant social validation. They have made you afraid of being alone, but solitude is where true strength is built. Because when you are alone, there is no one to impress, no one to validate you, no one to distract you from the truth. And the truth is this: you must become your own source of strength. Learn to be alone with your thoughts. Learn to sit in silence. Learn to be at peace with yourself, without needing the approval of anyone. Because when you no longer fear being alone, you become untouchable. The fourth step to reclaiming your power is ruthless self-examination. Most people lie to themselves. They blame others for their failures. They make excuses. They avoid looking in the mirror because they are afraid of what they will see. But if you want true strength, you must have the courage to face yourself, to see your flaws, your weaknesses, your fears, and destroy them. You must hold yourself to a higher standard than anyone else ever will. You must demand more of yourself. You must never settle for less than your full potential. Because true power does not come from pretending to be strong. It comes from becoming the kind of person who no longer needs to pretend. The final step to reclaiming your power is choosing your path and never looking back. The world will try to pull you back into weakness. It will tempt you with comfort, with distraction, with the easy way out. But the strong do not look back. The strong do not break. The strong do not stop. Because once you have seen the truth, you can never return to the illusion. You were born to be powerful, to be disciplined, to be unstoppable, to walk a path that most people are too afraid to take. And now that path is in front of you. The only question is, will you take it? This is where the journey ends and where it begins. You have a choice. You can stay as you are, comfortable, weak, following the path that was laid out for you. Or you can burn it all down and build something new, a new mind, a new body, a new life, a new you, because power is not given, strength is not granted, freedom is not handed to you. It is taken, it is earned. It is forged in fire and discipline and relentless self-mastery. And now, the fire is in front of you.